Yes. How do you see the some ways that the Chief Technologist Office and engineering across the agency collaborating to improve our performance across the agency?
Okay. I'll take a shot at that first, and then you can jump in if you like. Yeah, so first of all, let me just say that Mike Ruszkiewicz here, the chief engineer here at NASA headquarters, and I work together very closely. Mike and I have been colleagues for a while. On bad days, I blame Mike for me being here, and on good days, I thank him because he was instrumental in bringing me up to NASA headquarters. Mike's role and my role, I think, overlap somewhat. Mike is focused very squarely on core competencies in the agency, sustaining capabilities, those sorts of things, but he also has a strong interest in our agency's technological future. I'm focused more on the agency's technological future, but obviously in getting there, I have to also be interested, and I am interested, in the competencies of our workforce and making sure that we have the capabilities to implement these future missions within the agency. I found Mike and the whole Chief Engineers organization, actually across the centers, not just here at headquarters, to be a very good partner in setting up these new technology programs and in helping us plan them and helping us plan the implementation of those programs. I've also followed Mike's model. Mike has chief engineers at all the centers, and as you may know, we now have chief technologists at all the centers. And those chief technologists are my entry point, my eyes and my ears, if you will, at each center. They serve a number of purposes. They allow me to have a presence, a virtual presence, if you will, at the centers. They're, when something comes out of my office, they're almost always the first to know about it. And also they serve as a source of innovation from the centers, gathering that information and bringing that information up to headquarters so that I can hear about those innovations quickly. And that's a model of working that I frankly learned by watching the way Mike Ruszkiewicz runs his organization. So I think we're partnered fairly well, and I think we will continue to be so over these next few years.
And we stood up in the engineering organizations under Mike's leadership engineering steering committees across the technical disciplines that include the division leadership from all the engineering organizations from around the agency, including the NESC. And a lot of those folks from that workforce that encompasses the total engineering workforce within the agency is working hand in hand with Bobby's organization, OCT, to develop the OCT roadmaps, strategic roadmaps for cross-cutting technology. So they are, in fact, the same people in a lot of cases. And to me, engineering and technology have to go hand in hand, whether it's technology pool, if you're developing a deep space habitat or some kind of new vehicle, new element, needs technology investments early on in order to enable systems to perform at the levels you need in particular architecture. It's also, engineering is wrestling with some of the toughest problems, some of the unsolvable problems, then where can technology help? And so technologists helping to answer and bring technology to bear to help the engineers solve some of the most technical problems goes hand in hand. It'd be nice to see the research centers working on the technologies that will answer those questions that the flight programs need solved in order to implement these greater and greater missions. So that's kind of the relationship at a high level. And then Bobby gave you the details about how he's implementing it. And so I think it is meshed pretty well together, very well together in very short order. And it's doing good, and it's in large part due to Mike Ruszkiewicz's leadership and Bobby's leadership.
It's a very good partnering and collaboration.